before you laugh at the next camel you see. Stop, because the ugliest animal in the world might just have the most beautiful heart. And I'm going to tell you 3 true stories today. Stories no one talks about. Stories that made me cry while editing this video. Story 1. The camel that walked 200 kilometers to die. Kazakhstan, 2020. A man named Almaz sold his camel to a trader. The camel was old, almost blind. The trader took it 200 kilometers away. Across open desert, no roads, no landmarks. 3 weeks later, Almaz woke up to a sound at his door. It was the camel, emaciated, bleeding hooves, eyes crusted with sand but standing, waiting. How did it find its way back? Scientists don't know, but camels have something we don't. A magnetic map in their bones. They feel the Earth's fields. And they remember exactly where love lives. Almaz kept the camel until it died. Never sold it again. Now story 2. This one hurts differently. In Egypt, there was a blind man named Ibrahim. He had 1 camel for 12 years. The camel didn't pull carts, didn't carry goods, it guided him. Ibrahim would hold a rope tied to the camel's saddle, and the camel would walk slowly. Stop at markets, turn at wells. Never made a mistake. When Ibrahim died, the camel laid down at his grave. Neighbors tried to move it. The camel bit them. Not out of anger. Out of, I'm not leaving him, 3 days. No food, no water. On the 4th day, the camel lowered its head one last time and stopped breathing. The vet said there was no disease. No injury, just a broken heart. Camels grieve. Not like humans say, oh, I'm sad. They physically die from it. Story 3. This one broke me the most. Somalia, 2018. A mother camel gave birth to a calf. The calf died within hours. What happened next, no one expected. The mother camel didn't leave the body. She stood over it. For 7 days, she wouldn't eat, wouldn't drink, wouldn't let any human or animal near. On the 8th day, she started making a sound. Not a roar, not a moan, a low, vibrating hum. Bedouin herders call it the sob. They say a camel only makes it 3 times in its life: birth, loss, death. The herders buried the calf. The mother camel sat on the grave. For 3 more days, then one morning, she walked away, alone, into the desert. Never returned to the herd. They found her skeleton a year later, facing east toward where her calf was buried. You might think I'm making this up. I'm not. Veterinary studies on camels have documented they produce real tears. Not just eye moisture, real emotional tears. Their cortisol levels spike for weeks after losing a mate. They remember individual humans for over 40 years. They can recognize voices from 2 kilometers away. One study in 2019 measured camel heart rate when separated from their owner. It doubled, stayed high for 6 hours. That's not instinct, that's missing someone. Camels don't have a word for love, but they don't need one. They show it until their body gives up. So next time you see a meme making fun of a camel, or you hear someone say they're ugly, remember these stories. The camel that walked 200 kilometers home. The camel that died on a grave. The mother who hummed a sob for 7 days. We call them beasts of burden, but maybe they're burdened by something heavier than cargo. They remember, they grieve, they love, and they never ever forget. If this video made you feel something, subscribe, not because I want a number, but because there are more animals like this, and their stories deserve to be heard. I'll see you in the next one. Go hug someone you love.